All right, chat. I'm here. Honestly, it is late at night. Well, for me, it is. But I have nothing better to do. So, all I'm going to do is draw a bit. Basically, I'm just going to draw Jasmine from Pokemon. Well, as you guys can see here, I have already drawn her before. So, you may be wondering, well, why am I drawing her again? Honestly, I just feel like while I did like this, I feel like I could do better. This was mostly supposed to be like a scene, but this one I'm actually trying to make it look like a Pokemon card, right? So, all right, well, I'm gonna start. Basically, have my whole sketches here, my whole layout. Hopefully, turns out well. That's why I have all my references and everything here. This is a pose we're gonna be using. We're using it for Pokemon Masters because, well, I know her as the girl for Pokemon Masters, right? So that's what I'm gonna be doing. So if I start here, I'll rather just start with, well, just in general, I'll rather just start with the character itself. That's how I mostly do my stuff. But first of all, I need to lower the opacity. So then, all right. Now, yeah, this shouldn't be that hard. I have all my little thickness stuff, but here we go. So, let's see. First of all, boom. Oh wait, hold on. I can make this easier, right? Okay, what if I do this? I think, yep, there we go. We got my straight lines. Now, honestly, the hardest part is just trying to do the way I draw characters. Sometimes they look a little off, so I really hope this isn't that bad. Now she looks like Cuphead. She looks like Cuphead. Anyways, so hopefully right here. Honestly, I think I probably should just like restart for this area. I think maybe if I do this first, that'll be better. I think. Me thinks. Okay, hold on. I think. Yep, it's a little bit better. It's getting there. And this is where I do this again. That should be good. Hello, Ashley. I see you in the chat. So I think I'm trying to make this more smooth. All right, so now I'm gonna do the little ear, which I always am afraid that it's not gonna be. Well, it's always gonna look a little off, especially when it's in symmetry. It's always looking a little off when I'm trying to be symmetrical. But for now, we're just gonna try to do this. Eyes. This is actually when I use a different layer. Because with eyes, even though I technically shouldn't be doing this, because I know for a lot of other drawings, they don't do this, I should probably just make them separate like how they are. But nope, I want to make them. I want to make them even. So for this is honestly very simple. I just copy what I have here. Actually, I'm going to get this. And then hopefully, I'm trying to make them a little round. A little more ovally. All right, now that I have this, if I look at this, I want to know. So, oh wait, what did I just buck. Okay, I hate when this happens. Okay, so thankfully it's Procreate, If it wasn't Procreate, I would be worried about it. But it's Procreate. We're fine. I'm fine, right? Duplicate this because I'm lazy. And I'm just going to do this. Oh. Let's see if it works. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. So, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get this one. I can't really see well where the line's at. Where's the button? Where did the button go? Oh, nope, that's not it. Where did the button go? Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. I can't see it because of the sketch, but now I'm gonna move this slightly, and hopefully this one. Nope, that did not work. I messed that up myself. So let's try this again. That looks like that's double stuff. Honestly, there's probably easier ways to do this, but this is what I always do. So then if I look closely, I think that is symmetrical enough. I think that's even enough. So then I'm just gonna merge these two. Yep. And then now I get to do the face. Here we go. Let's see. There we go. Now, if I look without it, let's see. I want to check something first. I think that maybe it's a little too empty. I think that something. I don't know if I should leave it like that or make this bigger, because I feel like this area is with the nose and mouth are a little too small. But nah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Let's see. I'm gonna do it. That way I can. Let's see. I'm gonna move this here. Okay, now the problem is the smile is a little off. So what I'm gonna do is again do this. Now, after this, if I really wanted to, I could leave it like that. But I don't want to do all that. I don't really want to do that. Oh, let's see. Aiden asks if what I'm drawing Jasmine from Pokemon. Yeah, all my references here. I did technically draw her before. I drew this one a while ago, but I'm drawing her again just because, I can. That's why I'm doing it. So, oh, by the way, I don't even know if you guys can hear me, so I'm not really sure. Hopefully you guys can. But yeah, so I'm trying to draw Jasmine for Pokemon. I'm not trying to do this anymore. Because I'm not going to lie, these were kind of hard doing, because this was like a whole scene. This was like supposed to be a whole scene that I was like drawing. I did that again, but no, I don't want to do it this time. I feel like it's too time consuming and I just take forever. Oh, you do? You should like drop your, well, if you post them anywhere, you should post like your Instagram or something, or I don't know where you would post them, but yeah. I mean, I post them. I'm not really confident about them. I mostly just be forgetting to post them on my Instagram, but they're still there. That's why I'm mostly posting them here now. Just to prove that I was drawing something. Let's see. So, here's what I'm going to do. Yep, that's what I was scared of. And then I'm just going to go this layer. Honestly, the one thing that I do still feel is when people are like, they will be like, oh, you draw? And they'll keep asking me like, oh, show me. And then I don't even know why. Because lots of people tell me your stuff is good. I don't care. I will never show stuff. I will never show my art to anyone. I had this like huge folder that my teacher made us make. We could put all of our artwork, but instead, what did I do? Instead of just keeping it, just doing what it was supposed to do and just keeping it for my art projects, I took it around the entire school. Everyone saw it. Because I kept putting stuff like Goku, I kept putting stuff like Sonic on it. So people would see it and it will always be like, hey, let me look inside. Buddy, I did not want anyone to look inside of that thing. But nobody cared. They will always open it. They will always open it. And I would not like it. I think there was one time where someone was just like, hey, so like, can I look at it? And I had to tell him. I told him 3 times. Don't look inside, bro. Like, please, like, I'm not confident about it. Nope, he still opened it. He still opened it, chat. He still opened it. And I was just like, wow, I don't want to do this. I was like, I really don't want to, see. I don't want people to see my art. Like, I don't know why. I was just like that during high school. I just did not want it to happen. Yeah, it would get annoying sometimes. It would get annoying sometimes, especially because, well, first few times, right? First few times, I was like, hey, okay, here's what I'm drawing, right? I'm drawing Goku. I'm drawing Sonic. I'm drawing Spider-Man. Here's what I'm drawing, and it was, I was like, okay, I'm just thankful that people care about it, right? I'm thankful people are paying attention to it, so I will show them a bit. But after a lot of people did it without me even like giving them permission, I was just like, okay, we have to chill, bro. Because I'm asking y'all nicely not to look at my stuff, and they kept looking at my stuff. If it was a simple like, hey, like my folder, it had Goku on it. It like the cover of it was Goku. The cover was Sonic. Invincible was on it, and I think Mario. Yeah, it was Mario and Sonic on one side. Goku and Invincible another, because those were the main things I was interested in that year. And then people were like, "Oh, nice Sonic, nice Mario, nice Goku, nice Invincible." And I was like, "Thank you," but then some people would just look at it because I would take it everywhere. I'll have it in the cafeteria, and it would just like, I'll have it there, and they'll just look inside, like, whoa, buddy, I did not give you permission to do that. All right, like I did not give you permission to do any of that. So, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, whoa. And then at some point, I would just get nervous about it because, well, I mean, like I said, the stuff I drew wasn't bad. Lots of people liked it, especially when I drew Sonic and Dragon Ball. That was like the main stuff I drew there. But I didn't draw like this before. So, I didn't draw this. I would like, okay, like honestly, what I used to do was I would always just draw this. Like, instead of trying to draw it in my own style and everything, this was before I got any of this, no limbs, none of that. I would just try to draw whatever I wanted. Like, I would just, like this, for example, I just get this reference image, try to draw exactly as it looked like. Most of the time did not work, but with stuff like Dragon Ball Sonic, that's where I actually got people that be like, oh, yo, that actually looks like the show. That actually looks like how this looks like, But that was only on paper because I didn't show any of my iPad stuff. I had an iPad. Teacher let me borrow it, but I was just like, I'm not going to show anyone what I'm doing. So people only got to see my sketches, which is why I thought that was where you could say, okay, that looked like the show. But once you see like how I actually colored and all that, it did not look like the show, the final product, but I still like doing it. Yeah, like with sketchbooks, no one gets to see those, bro. I'm sorry, especially right now, because if you see my sketches, because, okay, like I said, before I used to draw this image of Jasmine that's right here, this one, I would try to draw this. I would try to draw this as exactly as it looked like in the image. Now I don't do that because, I found my art style, thankfully. I found a way to do it. I don't draw with limbs. I only draw the hands, body, head, and all that. But because of that, this is a bad example. Because if I take the head off, you can kind of see that the body is kind of connected. So, it's not that weird looking. But with the hand, as you can see, there's nothing attached to it. It's just there. So when you look at my sketchbook, you would see everything's all over the place, right? You would just see a head, you'll see the body, you'll see a hand, all unorganized. You'll be like, whoa, what happened here? And because it's in a different art style, because it doesn't look like how it looks like an image, I'll be like, if someone looks at it, they're going to be like, okay, you're not drawing Goku, buddy. That's not Goku, bro. That's not the girl for Pokemon, right? I feel like that's what I'm nervous about, especially with my brother. One of my brothers, he'll be like that. He'll like immediately find something to say, whoa, that does not look like the guy. So because I draw like this now and no one really knows this, I would just be like, whoa, I don't want people to see this. Especially with, like I said, my brother, I'll be like, he doesn't know I draw like this anymore. He didn't know that I draw like without any limbs. Some people, like most of my friends know that now because I will show it off in class. Everyone loved it. Well, except for my APR teacher, but that's a different story. Yes, no one gets to see it. Yes, that's true. That's true. It's only the artist will know what is going on. That's true. Because honestly, like every time I draw like this, I'm just like, this looks very weird. Like I said, I recently I drew Corina and Lucario, and it was my first layout was very much all over the place. And then when I redid the drawing, that's when it looked more organized. That's when stuff was actually like more organized, and you could clearly see what pose I was trying to make. But my old sketch of this, you could not tell what was going on with Karina and Lucario when I did that sketch. It was very, very unorganized. It honestly looked like I was trying to make a Minecraft skin, if you guys have ever seen any of that. Let's see. So now I'm going to go. This is where I get to look at. Let's see. Now I have to be careful about doing this. Now I have to be careful. Because if I go here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That should be good. Yeah. Or, something looks off. I think it's because it's too, like, apparent. Like, this, you could clearly see where they collided. So what I'm going to do is, maybe if I don't, is this a short? Yeah, maybe if I do that so it looks more natural. It doesn't look like I just tried to connect the dots. Maybe if I do that. Let's see. Kind of. Now it's just this side that looks off. So maybe if I hold on. Yeah, I think this is gonna be better. This is gonna be better if I do that. It's always the edges that get me. Hold on. So then, wait, hold on. Is that too apparent? No, that should be fine. That should be fine if I fill it up. So now I'm going to go in and in. I think, yeah, that looks good. It's better than how it looked before. So, all right. So I'm going to actually. No, I'm going to keep it like that. I'm going to continue working on the hair. Yeah, continue working there. Thank you. I'm proud of it. There's a lot of people that are a little confused about it, but I'm thankful I was able to find an art style. So thank you, because it means a lot. Because I was not confident about it when I first started drawing like this. I was very skeptical about it. there was yeah, there will be like some people that go, whoa, like no arms or limbs. Uh, there was there was one person who I showed, and they were like, hold on, this looks like that one video game character, Rayman. Why do they look like Rayman? And I was like, what do you have against Rayman? Rayman's awesome. You know, like he's like, what's wrong with Rayman? And then that's when I realized Rayman's actually very important to my art style, because I really I thought I had like a little short Rayman phase with my friends where I was just like, Rayman's so cool, guys. I bought Rayman Legends. I only played it once, but that was because I had like some outside drama where I was distracted from playing the game. But then, right, like I was like, okay, you know, maybe I'm not gonna play it right now. And then after a bit, I forgot all about Rayman. And now this guy's here. Now we have Rayman here. Just yeah, hold up. Okay, bro. Okay, Biscuit Boy. I hope you. I just told him about when you told me about why this looks like Rayman. So first of all, I want to say that was you. All right. I'm not gonna say your name or I'm not going to dox or anything. But yeah, I just know I was talking about you. I'm doing this at 1:35 a.m. because well, I have nothing better to do. I just want to draw something. It's late at night. No one's up. It's just me. So you know, yeah. But as I was saying, yeah, I honestly did not think I was gonna need Rayman again. But after I looked, I was like, wait a minute, this is like Rayman, perfect. I can just do what Rayman did. Awesome. Immediately, it was worst. It was like a pre-order basically. I basically just pre-ordered that. Let's see. What are you doing? No. I was not. I was not. Biscuit Boy, I would never do that to you, bro. I would never do that to you, bro. I would not. You know, I would not. I would not do that to you. You know, we're HP bros, right? We're HP bros. We will never do that to each other. All right, we will never do that to each other. And I'll have you know, all I said was how you asked me one time, why does my art style why does it look like Rayman? That's all I said was when you told me why does it look like Rayman. That's all I said. Yeah. Aiden can vouch. He can vouch. They can vouch right now. That's like, see, I was just chilling here. Let's see. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is very simple. I'm going to just, you know, maybe I should just do this while I'm at it. I should just. Does that look good? Yeah, I think that's fine. So now I'm gonna merge these two, and wait. Okay, yeah. So now I'm just going to. I am so scared of doing this in the same layer because I hate when I do it in the same layer. So, and then if I go to this one, wait, no, that's the border. I can't I can't erase that. Is it locked? Oh wait, no, it's at the bottom. Is it? Oh no, it's not at the bottom. Why is this not locked? Lock. I'm gonna lock that. So this one is, yeah. So then I'm going to erase this. I'm going to erase this. So okay. I'm going to do one more layer just to be safe. So now I'm going to do this. Honestly, this is one of the things where I actually like about Jasmine's design. I told this to my friend because we were talking about her. And I told her that one of my favorite things about this is the hair. Because this part specifically, I don't know what it is, but last time I did it, I had fun doing it. The rest of the hair, not really a fan. I feel like it looks a little weird. It was definitely hard to draw, but this part of it, so simple, so fun to draw though. So this is I actually like this part of drawing the hair because it's so simple, but I think it gets the job done. I think it actually gets the job done. Let's see. Now draw her getting an education. To be honest, Miss Biscuit Boy, I could. Yo, I should draw her getting an education in her class. I should draw her trying the anime boy. Uh, Aiden, and probably if anyone else was watching, you guys wouldn't know this because this is elite ball knowledge. I would not know who Bowie is, and I hope it stays that way. But thank you, Aiden, for subbing. I will be uploading more of this. I am planning on doing more of these live streams, and on YouTube Shorts. I always post on Shorts. I post on TikTok, but I'm focusing more on Shorts now. Because it's just the same. It's just the same things I post here. It's the same things I post here. But for this, I'm just gonna be basically live streaming my art, just so I could say I have my art here. Plus, I think it's gonna be better if I do that for when I'm editing my shorts, because all my shorts I have to use a time lapse. But yeah, yeah, stick around because I am going to be posting more about my art stuff on shorts and all that. I'm gonna be posting more about it because I want to show it more, and having to make videos about it actually makes it more. Makes me actually want to be like, okay, I'm actually going to pay attention. I'm actually gonna have to do this because when I used to do it before, I would always forget to post them on TikTok, post them on Instagram. Now I can't because I actually want this to be seen. So, you know, I'm doing other stuff, but I still have to actually post this, and I'm glad I'm able to. Especially when I have time. I don't have an excuse. I just cannot use it. Oh yeah. I can't say that. Oh, it didn't work because now you guys can know that, and now I'm not just gonna sit here being inactive for a bit. I was gonna post something on. I was going to post something today, but the only excuse of I didn't. It wasn't an excuse of I didn't have time. It was an excuse of, well, I don't like recording when everyone like. I don't like it, so I was like, I'm just gonna wait, and I waited. So tomorrow, hopefully, I'll post a video. It's gonna be about Pokemon again, because that's all I've been posting lately. Just Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, yeah, that's not bad. That's not okay. I thought it looked a whole lot different, but no, it doesn't. So hold. And then so now that okay, this is what I forgot about this. So which layer is this? Okay, I'm gonna merge these two. So then that means all I have to do is just erase this. Should be good. I think the rest is fine. Oh, whoa. What happened here? Huh. No, I know what happened here. Because I merged them. I forgot to do this. So, okay. So, yep, there we go. I accidentally forgot to delete this. So, now, I think, yeah. This one too. But the rest should be fine. The rest should be fine. Now I just have to erase this small part. This small part gets erased. Hair and face are done, but now I have to do the body, which let's see. Shouldn't be that hard, honestly. Should not. The only like bad part I have to do is like the body. Is I actually have to basically try to figure out, is it is it the right size? I have to figure out the proportion because a lot of people say, oh, this no limbs, trash, right? Like it's you don't have all this, but it's not it's not that simple where I can just draw it, be done with it. Because I have had drawings where I'm like, okay, that's not the right size, right? It's too small or it's too big, so I still have to figure that out. Body should, I think, actually no. Hold on. Thankfully, the body does go down more, so should not be that bad. So, okay, here we go. I'm going to. So I'm gonna start with the ribbon. So it's the ribbon. Is the ribbon the same as I drew it last time? Yeah, it is. I just keep getting confused because of how I drew. Because of how I drew ribbons. Well, when I drew Sailor Moon. Because I still try to make it as accurate as I can to the actual design. So let's see. So now, here, put it there. Boop. Boop. Honestly, if it's this simple, I don't know why. It really shouldn't be like this, but I don't know why I do not like any other apps. Cause the reason why I like Procreate, it's simple. It's just draw, done. But I can't do that with stuff like iBiz. I don't know. Like one of my best friends, she always draws an iBiz, and now I'm stuck here. Like one time, I said this before, but basically, my teacher had iPads. Right, the school had iPads, and my teacher was like, "Okay, well, here's the deal. You get to keep the iPad, but only if I return, right? Only if I'm still employed." I then was told, well, sadly, you can't keep the iPad for the summer, right? Because I did that 1 year before that. But she was like, no, I'm sorry, you can't keep the iPad because I might be unemployed. I might not have my job anymore. So, you're going to have to bring it back here. You're going to have to make sure it stays with me. So when I returned it, I had one mission, and that was find anything that could be close to Procreate. I tried IBIS, could not do it. And I loved IBIS. Like, for 2020, I loved IBIS. It didn't mean I could use it, because I could not use it. I was terrible at IBIS. But I thought it was so simple. I thought it was just, oh yeah, just go in, draw, boom, done. Now that I had Procreate, and I went back to IBIS that year, did not like it. I did not like IBIS. I was just like, this is terrible. I do not like it. It was just because of the line art. I couldn't do the line art. If my line art is not like how it is right now, could not do any other app. And I think the closest was like, it was like an app called High Paint on Android. And I only did sketches. I only drew sketches. So I would draw stuff like this. Like, I would draw this jasmine, no background, nothing. That's all I would do. So I didn't really care about layers. But once I actually started, okay, I kind of want to do actual like backgrounds and stuff like that, I realized I need layers. That High Paint, when I tried it was because of the device I was in, obviously, but did not give me the layers I needed. So yeah, it was, the line art was good. Layers wasn't, and I realized that when I was saving up, because after I graduated high school recently, I had to get an iPad. And I was like, I need an iPad, but I had to wait for it. I had to wait like a week. During that week, I had to find another app. I was like, okay, I need to find an app. I did high paint again, but honestly, did not. I mean, I liked it because I found out about the layer stuff, and I was just like, no, I don't want to use high paint no more. But I did a Spider-Man. I did like a Spider-Man drawing. I should probably post that somewhere. I did a Spider-Man drawing, and it was all right. It was all right, but after that, I realized I need to get an iPad fast because I can't do this. Yeah. Good night, Aiden. Good night, bro. And thank you. Hope you sleep well. So then if I go here. Okay, this is not the ribbon. Okay, that's not the ribbon. So I'm good. All right. So if I look closely here, yep. I'm going to just curve all of this. Curve all of that. All of that is being curved. This is the hard part. Because now I have to make the curve look good and not forced. Like how I had to do it for the hair. That's first try. I'm surprised. So okay, I'm surprised it was that well. That was done really well. So then, hold on. Actually, it's best if I do this. Yeah, if I do that, and I just have to fill out the gaps. Boop. And boop. There we go. So now that I have most of the body done, I'm gonna clean this up in a bit because now what I want to do, right? Especially because I'm still not. Okay. Wait, no. Yeah, here we go. We'll do this. And then, boom. Boom, there we go. First try, totally. I did not just, yep, first try. So, technically I have one here, right? Technically I do have one here. Boom, there we go. There. All right. Did not get to there. Oh no, nope. That's not good because it's too sharp. It's too sharp. That's not good. That's not good. I can't have it being too sharp. I'm gonna leave it here. All right, there we go. Now it's not too sharp. Something's still off. I think it's a little too outward. It's a little too yeah, it's a little too outward. There we go. Now that's much better. Well, to me, that's a whole lot better, right? To me, that's a whole lot better. So I'm going to put that here. Now I get to do all the ribbon stuff, which includes deleting this. And then this. Or the bow. Why do you keep calling it ribbon? It's a bow. Okay, well this I guess you could say is a ribbon, but this is a bow, right? Like this is a bow. I'm pretty sure this is a bow. So, okay. Now I'm going to... That's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. And because I went a little up, because I still have space at the bottom, I could technically do... Because now I have to think about this gap. I'm now thinking whether if I should keep it or lower because of this. Let me see if I could lower the opacity. Because of this. Nope. Did not work. Because of this little gap, right? No limbs, no neck. So now I have to make sure it's in the ear a little bit right. But no. I think, well, right now it looks fine, right? I think if I move it, something's going to look bigger than it is. I'd rather leave it like that for now. You know what? Yeah, bucket. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to leave it like that. I don't care. What happened to my... There we go. So... Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Delete this. Please don't tell me I'll regret that later. I really don't want to regret this later. I don't want to regret it later. No. It seems fine. So what I'm actually going to end up doing is I'm going to put this... Actually, should I? You know what? No, because I'm gonna keep the sketch. I'm gonna keep the sketch. So I technically shouldn't have to, because if I have to redo it, I have the sketch. I'm not going to resize anything yet, because well, so far it looks like I don't need to resize anything, so I should be good. So I'm going to erase this. Okay, I just realized I have the grid on. I shall not have the grid on. Right? I should not be having the grid on. Drawing guide, take that off. I only needed that for the border I'm making. So, alright. Now, here comes the fun part. I have to think about this, because I want this hand to go out the border. But I can't just have... I can't make a group, because if I make a group underneath the border, which is where I want Jasmine, I want her to be under the border. If I have her, if I make a group, with the hand has to either stay above it, which means Jasmine is on top of the border, which will actually look messy, or the hand stays under. So what I'm going to do, I should probably just make a group of everything that's outside the border. I should probably just make a group like that, because that'll make it so much easier. So I'll not worry about that yet. I'm gonna worry about this hand. Let's see. And if I go Jasmine, is this not Jasmine? Where's she at? Oh, wait. Oh, there she is. Okay, I really need to rename my layers. This one we says Jasmine, so Jazz, just because I don't want it. Has. There. Autocorrect. You win this time. Has. This is what we're going to name it. All right. Hands. Oh, boy, here comes. This is where the fun begins, right? I'm going to. Okay, well, first of all, let's see. Eh, actually, no. I think it's better. Well, okay. How do I want to do this? How do I want to make this work? Do I keep it like how it is now? No, no. I don't think I should keep it like that. I don't think I should keep it like that. I feel like this one. I want to keep it on the. Can I afford to leave it out? Can I afford to just like. Nah, I think I should show the entire hand. So what I'm going to do is. Okay. I think this hand's a little too big, so I'm going to make it smaller. Right? Smaller. To help me out. Has. That's just a random thing. So to help me out. The way it's drawn, right? Okay. Move it a little bit close. There we go. Okay. I think if I leave it like that, it'll be better. I think if I leave it like that, but I can't be too short yet. I cannot be too short yet. So, let's see. I'm going to just lower the opacity of this layer. I think that's better. It's much better. Bop. Move it. Oh. What if I do this? Or would I do that weird thing? Yeah, the same thing. Maybe if I... Hey, sometimes when I do this, it makes my fingers look a little bit more pointy. Most of the time I don't care, but just for this one, I kind of care, right? This isn't some random thing I'm drawing for to be on my school wall. I'm not doing it for that anymore. But if I was, I probably was just going to make pointy fingers. But I can't do that. I want my fingers to be round. Is that pointy? That's a little, see, like that. That's a little pointy right there. That's a little pointy right there. I don't want that. Let's see. I'm going to have that there. Ah, just by a little bit. It's off just by a little bit. No, I can afford to do it again. No, don't do this to me. Hold on. Okay, if I do that. And then do that. Now I just have to... Yeah, I always end up having to redo the corners. Okay, I always end up having to redo the corners. Please, yep, nope, yep, that's gonna end up with me. Again, having to redo the corners. I'm afraid that this looks like a thumb. I'm afraid that this actually looks like a... That this looks like a thumb. That's what I'm afraid of. That's gonna look like a thumb. If I do this finger... No, because then it looks pointy. Okay, there we go. That should be much better. There we go. I mean... It's alright. It's alright. But something always looks off. Something always looks off. There we go. No, now this one looks too fat. This looks a little too fat. There we go. There we do not go. I'm gonna have to do this. If I leave this here. There we go. It still looks pointy, which is what I do not want it to look like. But no, I'm not fine with that. I'm not fine with it. I'm not fine with it. Fingers, hands. It's either I'm good with it or it disturbs me. But it's never perfect. Like, okay, no. I'm gonna make this perfect. I'm gonna save this. If I leave that there, and if I close it like this, yeah, that's better. It's a whole lot better. Now it looks like a pinky. Now I'm actually like, okay, this is being saved. So now the main problem. I don't know why this finger keeps becoming pointy. I don't want it to be pointy. I want it to be round like this. So, okay. I'm gonna have to lock in, make sure. Okay, hold on. Because at the same time, I'm the one that drew it. I'm the one it's like that in the sketch as well. So it's maybe like that. I think that's better. It's less pointy. Okay. What's wrong with it? I think now this looks too small. I'm gonna go back on it. I've been having to redo this hand for like 5 minutes now or so. No. There we go. We're doing something. Boom. Boom. Now it looks good. Right now I actually like how it's turning out. So, okay, I'm actually going to worry about the pinky later. I'm going to do the thumb first. Because you guys have seen me do it. And now, we're back to doing the pinky. Yay. All right. How do I want it to look? Because it looks a little too small. But then I had it before, it looked like the thumb. But now that I have the thumb up, thumb's huge. So no matter what I do, it's not gonna look like that. No matter what I do, this pinky is not gonna look like that anymore. So I can't have that excuse. I can make it fit. Let's see. All right, yeah. And then if I have no, that makes it look too small. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I'll take it. There we go. So, now the real question is, does it fit with what I'm trying to do? Well, I think I can make it a little bigger. I won't have to trace it again. I hate when I make something bigger and it makes it more blurry. It makes it more apparent that you like zoomed it in, zoomed it out. And now I have to redo the line art. But I think I don't have to do that for this if I make it slightly bit bigger. But at the same time, no. I'm going to keep it like that. Because how I had it before was a little too big. I'm gonna keep it like that for now. I don't know what. Slightly bigger. Slightly. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to erase this. Yeah, erase that. Boop. Done with that. Make this layer bigger. Now it's time for the other hand. So this hand, I'm gonna have to do it separately. Or, wait, I don't have to make it separately. I just realized I don't have to make it separate. Because as long as I have the hand, above it, that's all it takes. I have another border that's like, I have the other border one, but I'm gonna have to, hold on, let me lock that first. Lock, take that off, and then I'm going to move you here. I don't know how I did not think about this before, but basically, move that there. Where is, I need to name this. Hold on. Jasmine's right there, right? Jasmine is there. Oh, what did I just do? There we go. Rename Jasmine. That's what we're gonna name it. Gonna name it after that one girl who did not like me in my geography class. But no one liked that class, so I forgive him. Now, so actually, because it's gonna go above it, now I can do whatever I want there. So then when this is lowered, I'm gonna lower. Where's Jasmine at? Where's Jasmine? Jasmine. There we go. There's where she is. And now I'm going to actually do this. I try to make it look as best as it could be to the actual image, right? I try to make it look close as I can to this. Kind of hard to make it look like that, right? The other hand, this hand was very, very simple, but this one not so much. I actually had to play around with how I do it, and I just could not. I obviously, first of all, kind of hard to make out what is this, right? It's kind of hard to make that out. But okay, well now I can see it, but that's because I'm zooming in a lot in it. It's like I'm being allowed to zoom in whatever I want. But screenshot alone, could not tell what that was. Now, because of that, I had to make my own hand. I had to actually take a picture of my own hand, see how it's drawn. I had to take other pictures from other hands, look at the references, see how it's drawn. Didn't have to do it for this, had to do it for this one. So this one's like, I think it looks somewhat similar. You get what she's doing, right? You get what she's doing, so yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna continue with this. Now, hold on. I'm moving somewhere more comfortable now. I'm moving somewhere I'm actually like more focused on this. So this is, yeah, nothing's in here. So now, actually, because she's on there, I'm gonna have to take the layer out. But I'm still gonna need it low opacity, right? I'm still gonna need it with low opacity because then I'm gonna have to erase it. All right, now, here it is. Oh, by the way, if you guys are wondering why there's only, I tried to sneak in a thumb here. The way I made it, only 4 fingers were seen, in which were these 4. The thumb was like I could not see it in my images of reference. So I had to basically just slid it in there. I had to make sure it's just there. So I think that's good. Now, actually, where's the border? Take the border off. Take the border off. Take that border off. Here's what we're gonna end up doing. If I do that, it's gonna be pointing, isn't it? Yep, it's gonna be pointing. So I'm gonna. Oh, I do not like when it does that. Let's see. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. Yes. Okay, I think it's just this that makes it more look like an edge, but I can fix that. I can fix it. Boom. Now. So, why does it still look like it's an edge? I don't get it. It looks like it's an edge. I think it's because I'm staring too much in it. I think I'm staring too much in it to where it looks like an edge for me. So, yeah. Because when I zoom in on it, to me, it doesn't look like it's a pointy edge. It just looks like a curve. So I'm not going to pay attention to it. I'm gonna leave it like that. So then, okay. This might be a little hard, but nope. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Much better. Much better. Wait. Oh, no, that's not apparent. So then, now I just have to fix this. I have to fix this area. This is gonna get fixed. Here we go. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. There we go. I think that's good for the hand. But should I add the thumb? Do I add that thumb? Do I want to add it? Let's see. Should I add the thumb? Well, to be fair, I feel like maybe I should just add it. I feel like I should add it as like a tiny little... There we go. Wait, hold on. Let me check my hand real quick. So it's smaller than... A thumb should be smaller. Yeah, it's smaller than the pinky, so it should be like something like that. Half of pinky, like around this. There we go. I think there now that's a little better. Now that we have that taken care of, where is Jasmine? There we go. I think I am honestly going to keep the hand like that. This one has the option of just being as big as it wants to be, right? This one has that freedom of, hey, you get to be as big as you want, bro, because, you know, we're not gonna do anything about it. You're gonna be on top of the border. So perspective wise, right? Perspective wise, this hand has to be bigger. And now what we're going to do is remove this area. We're going to remove this area from the hand. Let's see. Okay. Take this off real quick. Nothing there. Everything here. And I can just move down. And you delete it. Gone forever. And then now you get to go up. And here's what I meant. I don't know why I didn't think about this sooner. I was doing all this about how am I going to do the border? Oh, this thing has to be on top. Simple, right? Simple. Look, cause now that I have this hand, merged. Okay, now that they're merged, not locked, my other border is not seen. Just erase it. Just erase it. Oh, but then this is gonna be the problem. This is gonna be the problem. I see the problem now. Ah, fuck. You know what? You know what? Now, I have to do this before. Maybe. No. It's gonna be so uneven. So something's gonna look off. No. Okay. What I'm just going to end up doing is. Yeah, I feel like it's better if I just move this. And then this hand gets its own stuff. Unfortunately, that's the best option. Or or hmm technically technically I don't need this. All I need is this to be on top of the border. So I'm going to rename this. Dude, I'm gonna just name it top hand. Top hand. Just so I know. It's this one. Top hand, right? That's what we're gonna name it. So then was Jasmine here. Now we get to color. And it's actually kind of fun. Clipping mask, all that. That's for later. Right? The clipping mask and all that's for later. Don't worry about that yet. But for now, we'll get to the fun stuff. So here I already have the colors. Like this is from the one I did last time. Why is it like this? Why is the grid on? Wait, can I get the color from the grid? I'm gonna have to be very careful when I do that. So yeah, now I get to do the coloring, which should be fairly easy. Right, it should be fairly easy because I already have the colors from the last drawing I made, but this was just so I know, okay, I'm drawing her to actually look. So now, the fun part. What should I draw first? I don't, I think if I do the white first. Now, very simple about the whites. Something very simple about the whites is because it's white, it's harder to know if I filled it in. Right? It's harder to know if I filled it in. So what I do is, first of all, why is all this clipping mask? That is not the first thing I do. What I first do is just snipe or whatever it's called. Just connect it. I just connect it to the dot. Connect it to the dot. Connect it to the dot. Boom. Take this off. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time, it does work. So I should be good. But that's also why I have layers to know where the white went. And the white went inside. Now I have to take the white out. So the white, take that in. Take it out. Now, before, I just used to just have the white, fill something with like red, and then I put the white. Don't do that anymore. Because now it's like, I now have the trick of checking layers, checking all this. More easy. More easy, more simple. Let's see. Now if I have this here. This is all white. So then, same for this. White, white, white. I think that's actually it for the whites. I think after this, yep, after this, there's no more white. Oh, wait, did I forget? No, I did not forget. That's not how she's drawn. That's not. Yeah, that's not how she's drawn. So I thought there was supposed to be like I thought there was supposed to be a color here or something, but nope, that's not how she's drawn. That is not how she's drawn. I do not have to worry about that. I thankfully do not have to worry about that. So then here, I think that's it for the white. That should be it for the white. So now I'm gonna do ribbon or bow. Bow. I don't know why I keep thinking that's ribbon. But bow. Cause that's a bow, right? I think that's a bow. I don't think that's anything else. This is just a quick drag and drop, basically. Essentially what it is. Oh, almost messed up and went to the hair. I almost messed up and went to the hair. Boom. So now it's like that. Alright, now. I think I'm going to do the... Did I take it off? I took it off. My bad. My bad. I took this off. I needed this. Right? Copy the color. I should not be taking this off. Leave it there. I should not be taking that off. Now, let's take this off. Okay, now, there we go. Oh, my bad. I still have it there. Now, we just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Yep, there we go. So now we have the green filled out. Now, obviously, last thing I have to do. Oh, actually, no. It's not the last thing I gotta do. I forgot to do this. The little things on her hair. How does that even work? Right? How does that... Okay. Hold on. How does this work? No, I'm not gonna think too much of it. The answer is just it's anime logic. It's the design logic. It just happens. It just does. Pull the eyes out. And now I'm gonna do the skin color. Lower this, lower that. Move this right there. So, now, right, skin color. This is the part where I meant that this is going to be a little easy for the border stuff. Because now, after I do this, I get to take it off. I just get, after I do this one, I get to take off the border. Because look, now that I did that, I go to my border. Right? I was so scared that, oh, the border's not going to work. Boom. Boom, no more border. No more border. And I'm good now. No more. And now the hand is just where I wanted it. It is now away. It is now forward. Now it's the border is no longer there. Boom, I did it. But now I have to do the other hand as well. So now we're gonna do the other hand. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. And right there. So now I should be good. There we go. There we go. Now obviously I gotta do the face and the I guess, well, not the neck area, but this area, because there is no neck. Do this. Boom. Now I get to do the face. No, what happened here? No, what happened? What happened? No, what happened here? What happened? No. Wait. If I do this, it better have fixed it. Because if I find out that there's white in there, that would be terrible. If I found out there's white in there, it would be terrible. Wait. Please don't tell me I just... But now I know there's not white in there. But I have to redo this thing all over again. Jasmine layer. When did I erase this? This is like when I'm trying to do Adobe Illustrator. Same thing happens. I get it. Closes. Now I get to do the face. Right now, after minutes of saying I'll do the face, now I get to do the face. Oh, I can just get this here. Hit that there. Boop. There. There we go. Now the face is done. Now I just gotta do the hair. Which I think it's still very fun. I just don't like the later part of her hair. Although technically I probably no. I just realized this hair is very off to how it's like. See how this is like it's like a little bush. It just shows up and it like goes all the it like combines at the back. But now I just realized when I did that for this one, does not happen. The hair's just there. It doesn't combine to like a small thing. It's just like a one stand of hair. So that's my bad. Here you can you can't even see. Well, here you can. You can see it's combining. Here we go. Here we go. Last thing we gotta do. Last thing we gotta do. Last thing we gotta do. Get in there. There we go. What am I doing this for? I could just do the snippet tool or whatever it's called. And not have to do all this. I could have just done that, right? Actually, I'm gonna have to check. How long did this take me? I'm gonna have to check that. I'm gonna have to check after a bit. Like, hey, how much did this take me? Alright. So now it's almost done. Just go, boop. Just go ham on it. Just go, yeah. Like I'm on Splatoon. Now I'm using the paintbrush. Go. keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, that's not part of the hair. This is. I thought I was going to have to put brown here, but nope. That's not part of the hair, so I'm good. I am good for now. Last part is just here we go. Yep. This is now the last part, right? So now that this is the last part, now what do? Final. Actually, no, just for this one. Just because it's we already did one of these before. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. As long as it's done. As long as it's done. Boom. So now, well, actually, depending on what time it is, 2:35. 2:35. Well, honestly, well, just for now, right? Technically, I did what I wanted to do. Technically, I did draw Jasmine. Now, it's not finished, obviously. Right, it's not finished. But I'm going to end the stream for now because, well, I think I just should. It's late for me. Should not even be up this late at night, but I'm in the stream. Maybe I'll continue because there's still stuff that I need to add on to this, right? There's still things I need to add on to it. So I still have to think, okay, what Pokemon do I add to this? Because I still, like I said, I want to make it look like a card, but I still need to add highlights. I still need to add the shading and all that. So obviously, I'm not sure yet, but you know, at least I got the flats done. That's one thing, right? I got the flats done. So all right. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, like I said, thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. There were like 2 people that saw this. Amazing people, by the way. So now, that's it for the day. This is the final. This is how it looks like. So now, bye bye guys.